wintry weather out of here. However, we're dealing with ramifications from this weekend's winter storm to this hour. The roads are getting better. VDOT, man, if you see a VDOT worker, thank them, because they are working around the clock to make sure that we have safe roads to travel on. We were talking to one VDOT worker who had been working for about 24 to 30 straight hours. So again, just say thank you to them. They deserve it. They're heroes in events like this, no doubt about that. Now, for us here, weather-wise, cold is the big issue. Okay, that's why we have a weather authority alert day in effect Monday through Saturday. Okay, really tonight all the way through Saturday. And dangerous cold is setting in. It's arrived. In addition to that, from time to time over the next 5 to 6 days, we're also going to have some wind gusts 15 to 35 miles per hour, which will make those temperatures feel even colder. And we are watching for the chance for a refreeze overnight tonight on any roads that did see some melting today. The good news is we've had reporters all around the viewing area here today, and for the most part, it looks like the roads are getting better. The primary roads actually look okay. It's the secondary roads that are having issues, simply because VDOT has been focusing on the roads most traveled. So those secondary roads might be really slick tonight. And we might be dealing off and on with a dangerous wind chill all week long. Now, as far as the cold weather alerts in dark blue, right here, that is where we have extreme cold warnings tonight. That is for the Highlands, New River Valley, and also the Roanoke Valley. Further east, basically east of the Parkway, areas in and around Lynchburg and South Side, you have a cold weather advisory in effect for tonight. We're going to actually talk about actual wind chills here in a second, but again, this is the key point, okay? Wind chill values could be as low as minus 20 in areas in blue, mainly towards the mountains, okay? You're still going to be below zero in areas in light blue, too, towards Lynchburg and South Side, but the coldest of the wind chills likely going to be in the mountains overnight tonight. And as far as winds are concerned, they are part one of the equation. Part two of the equation, of course, are your actual air temperatures. And tonight we are looking at lows falling below zero. Actual air temperatures, not just wind chills. -1, -2 tonight in Blacksburg, -1, -2 Covington, Lexington, -3 tonight in Hot Springs. Everybody else will be, likely fall between about 0 and 4 degrees. And in addition to that, the winds are relatively strong. These are sustained winds, okay? These are not wind gusts. And for the most part, winds right now anywhere between about 7 and 17 miles per hour. So the winds are strong. I wouldn't say that, that it would be, windy per se, but it's certainly very, very breezy outside, okay? The winds are not light. And anytime you have that cold and this wind combining, it makes for a very, very dangerous setup for us, okay? Let's talk about wind chills. Tonight at midnight, so next 2.5 hours or so, it's already going to feel anywhere from about 10 to 20 below zero, likely in the NRV and Highlands, okay? Then you look further east, and it will likely feel 0 to about -8 from Roanoke over towards Lynchburg and also towards South Side. So, again, everybody tonight has wind chills well below zero, okay? However, you'll notice it is going to be colder in the mountains than it will be towards the Piedmont. This is 7 a.m., and it's still going to feel anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees below zero in the mountains, and it's going to feel anywhere from about -5 to about -15 from Roanoke over towards Lynchburg and South Side. So, man, tonight is going to be frigid, cold, blustery, breezy. Just not good combinations. And as we go into tomorrow afternoon, wind chills aren't going to be quite as much of a factor for us. But look, all you need are winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour to have wind chills when you're this cold to feel below zero. So it looks like we may be doing the same song and dance again Wednesday morning with wind chills feeling below zero out across parts of the mountains. And it's going to feel anywhere from about -3 to plus about 6 out, say, towards the Piedmont. So, again, wind chills are something we're going to be talking about here for the next several days, okay? So what is the wind chill? Why do we care? Well, the wind chill is defined as a feel-like temperature. But the two factors that we have to look at with wind chill, of course, are wind and temperature. Let's talk about the wind. On a night where the winds are calm, we have this layer of heat that is generated by our bodies that actually keep us warm, okay? And when the winds are calm, that heat is able to be maintained close to us. However, on a breezy or windy night, that body heat escapes as the winds pick up because that wind pushes the layer of heat away from our bodies. Okay, so the wind chill is something that we are very concerned with here for the next few nights. And as we look at the wind tomorrow, yeah, it's similar to kind of what we're seeing outside right now, maybe a little bit lighter. We're looking at winds sustained tomorrow about 6 to 12, gusting anywhere between 15 and 30. Okay, so again, the winds may not be quite as strong tomorrow as they are tonight, but they're not going to be light tomorrow by any stretch of the imagination. They're still going to be breezy at times. We are still seeing a couple of little flurries or snow showers around here at 9:35. Giles and Montgomery counties, the areas that right now are seeing the flurries and or light snow showers. So if you're watching us near Mountain Lake, maybe areas just north of Blacksburg, maybe areas just south of Harrisburg, you might be seeing a couple of snowflakes right now. Rest assured, they're not going to last much longer. By about 11, maybe midnight at the latest, any snowflakes should be gone. And as we look at futurecasts, general trend will be for any clouds that are around right now to go away. Clouds decrease overnight tonight in the mountains, while you're going to stay fair all night long in Lynchburg and in Southside. Tomorrow's going to be a day where we're mainly sunny for about the first 2/3 to 3/4 of the day. Very late in the day tomorrow, after 3, maybe 3:30, we're going to start to see some clouds starting to punch in, say, towards the Highlands and NRV. So clouds may thicken a touch for you folks in places like Bland, Harrisburg, Newcastle, Covington, Hot Springs, Monterey, and maybe even Lexington. Now, as we go into tomorrow night, we're going to have a little weak cold front swing through. It will bring us a reinforcing shot of cold air, and it will also be the catalyst to maybe bring us a few more mountain flurries and or light snow showers going into Tuesday night, okay? Otherwise, by the time we wake up Wednesday morning, it looks like we're going to be dry, but we may still have a couple of lingering clouds, especially towards the NRV, but look at that cloud cover Wednesday during the day. It tends to kind of go in and out of the mountains. Okay, so certainly Wednesday will be another day where we probably see more sun east and more clouds west. However, even if you awaken to clouds on Wednesday, you're still going to see some sunshine. But here's the deal with Wednesday. Yeah, another Clipper type system, very weak, is going to approach the region. So come Wednesday night, same thing as Tuesday night, we're going to have the chance for a few flurries and or light mountain snow showers. Not a big deal. Certainly the cold is going to be much bigger of a deal. But again, some snowflakes may be flying both on Tuesday night and on Wednesday night. Actual air temperatures right now, 4 in Hot Springs, 8 in Wytheville, 16 in Roanoke, 18 in Lynchburg, 18 in Martinsville, 19 in Danville. So everybody is very, very cold right now. And again, with the wind around, some of us already having wind chills feel below zero. And as we look at Tuesday morning, cold air is likely to bring the potential for some record low morning temperatures to areas of the southeastern United States. That goes really from Texas all the way to New York. I can't rule out the chance that we break a record or two across the region come tomorrow morning. But again, you need to know that this is a cold air mass that is impacting many, many, many people. I believe the number was over 190 million. So lots of people feeling the cold, really from Texas all the way northeast into Maine. And of course, we are right in the middle of that. So it's going to stay cold here for at least the next week, probably over the next 10 to 14 days. Temperatures are going to be quite cold here in southwest central and southside Virginia, including tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, take a look at these temperatures. Take a picture of them. This is as warm as we're going to get for the next week. Okay, and it's not warm at all. Okay, 29 tomorrow in the NRV, 29 in the Highlands, Covington, Clifton Forge, Lexington, maybe even colder up north into Highland and Bath counties. Actually, probably will be colder in places like Hot Springs and Monterey. 32 tomorrow, Roanoke and Lynchburg. 33 tomorrow across Southside. So again, that's about as warm as we're going to be for the next 7 to 10 days. You'll see the numbers coming up in your 7-day forecast here in a minute, but just know that the Climate Prediction Center is picking up on the same thing we're seeing, and that is temperatures look to stay below average all the way through about February 8th or 9th, okay? So I don't think come, February 5th, 6th, and 7th, we're going to be quite as cold as we are now, but the overall trend is for us to stay below average all the way through about February 8th or 9th. So the cold air is here, and it's here to stay, with us probably being frigid for the next 7 to 10 days and maybe not quite as cold as we near the maybe the 2-week mark or so. Your forecast for tonight, oh, look at that, 0. 0 is your low tonight. Fair, breezy, frigid, cold, uncomfortable, terrible, horrible. Fill in your favorite adjective. Tonight just is going to be brutal. Stay inside. And again, take care of yourself. Bring your pets inside. And keep an eye on the elderly, please. For the day tomorrow, we talked about highs. Tomorrow, lower 30s, mainly sunny, no doubt quite blustery again. And look at this, 32. 32 tomorrow, and then we're in the 20s Wednesday through Sunday. 27 Wednesday, 24 Thursday, 22 Friday, 22 Saturday, 28 Sunday, 30 1 week from today. Now, it does look as though Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are going to be dry during the day. Of course, we talked earlier about that chance for some mountain snowflakes Tuesday night and then again Wednesday night. I think during the daylight hours, though, we should be dry. And then our attention turns to late Friday, Saturday into Sunday. Right now, notice that there's only a 20% chance for some snow. Okay, chance is pretty low. However, we are keeping a very close eye on a coastal low. Now, the computer models, for the most part, want to keep this thing to the south and to the east of us. Does that happen sometimes? Yes. But sometimes also, there tends to be a little westerly shift or a westerly trend in the computer models as the time draws near. We're going to have to keep a very close eye on that, okay? For now, it looks like we may have a couple of snow showers to contend with late Friday into Saturday and into Sunday. Best chance actually may be east, depending on the track of this thing. But if that thing decides to track that coastal low 75, 100 miles further west, that changes our forecast. Okay, that would mean chance for snow late Friday into Saturday and into Sunday. But again, right now I'm cautiously optimistic, like 55% on that side, that we're going to have not a huge impact. I think we'll probably see some snow out of it. I don't think it'll be much, but that could change very, very easily. So please stay tuned. Because obviously, look at the numbers with me. 22 Friday, 22 Saturday, 28 Sunday. It's not going to be rain. It would be snow, and I can't even rule out the potential for some mixing taking place as well. But again, for now, we have these Weather Authority alert days in effect because of the temperatures. Okay, it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold all the way through Saturday, even into Sunday. So Sunday may have to be weather alerted as well, depending on what we see here over the next couple of days as far as temperatures are concerned. But notice that we do go from about 3 degrees Friday night to 10 degrees Sunday night. Balmy, not really, but better. So we'll see what happens with Sunday. But for now, we're leaving Sunday out of the Weather Authority alert day because of the overnight low being 10. Okay, but that could change. Overnight lows 3 to 9 degrees for us Tuesday night all the way through Saturday night. This is cold. This is brutally cold, and hence us issuing Weather Authority alert days for about the next 5 days or so. So, in conclusion, please stay safe and warm, and of course, we'll keep an eye on late Friday into the weekend as well. Time will tell what happens, and we'll have a better idea on things as time draws near. It's way, in weather words, and weather, in our weather field, 5 days out is a long time. So we're going to have to see how this thing all pans out. But we're keeping an eye on it, I promise you that. All right, friends, it's 9:43. We'll be back here at about a little more than an hour and 15 minutes from now with our 11 o'clock newscast. We do hope to see you then. But if we don't, I hope everybody has a great night.